Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. Just a quick message before we begin the reading. All personal readings are 50% off at this time. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, now would be the perfect time. After this opening, I will be closing personals until further notice. So you can find all the information on how to book me in the description box below or in that first pinned comment, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it because this is a very, very interesting energy that I'm picking up on, okay? I have a spiritual guidance message for the collective today. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see what are the most important messages that your spiritual team has for you at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message from your angels, your ancestors, your spiritual team, and your higher power. Okay? Okay, so the first message that we have is plot twist, which honestly is very, very fitting for this energy. We are currently under the lunar eclipse energy as well as this retrograde energy. Collective, someone is about to catch you completely off guard, okay? I'm just picking up this energy of someone really, really trying to get close to you, someone trying to get a message to you. I'm even getting that you may be seeing a lot of feathers on your path. You may also be seeing a lot of birds. And I'm not picking up on anything heavy with this person's energy. In fact, their energy is coming through very, very light, okay? This is someone that misses you. I don't know who this person is. This could be a family member. This could be a friend. For a lot of you, because of the retrograde energy, this could be a past lover. But collective, your absence is felt. Because anytime Mercury is in retrograde, it's almost as if you get a chance to sit down and review your thoughts or review certain things that took place. So someone is kind of in this very, very deep review period when it comes to your connection or when it just comes to who you are as a person. And it's almost as if they've come to this conclusion that they need to speak to you, that they have something to say to you. But with this energy here, plot twist, I'm getting very clearly, this is someone that you are not expecting to reach out to you. This may be a person that you're not even expecting to be apologetic. But their energy is coming through very, very light. So maybe this person has reached some type of realization about you. Maybe they've come into a truth about you that they can no longer ignore. But this is going to be a plot twist. So I don't know where you are on your journey, collective, as far as being open to this energy. But I have to be completely honest. This is going to catch you off guard. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message that we have is, I'm paying for what I did to you. Collective, whoever this person is, I'm getting that they severely misunderstood you, okay? This is somebody that was either committed to misunderstanding you. This could be a person that completely misread your energy. And it's almost as if as they're going through this review period, something about you will not stop showing up. This is a truth about you that they cannot ignore. But if I'm being completely honest, it almost feels like this person not having access to you is their karma in some way. For a lot of you, this is like past lover energy that's coming through here because the energy is very, very intense. For others of you, this could be maybe a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a colleague. This is somebody that is understanding the difference between being connected to you or having your energy and access in their life versus being completely shut off from your energy. So whoever you are, you have a very, very beautiful spirit, okay? There could be something addictive about your personality. You could be the type of person that evokes such a powerful reaction in people that they either love you or they hate you, okay? But you're the type of energy that does not go unnoticed. It's almost as if your spiritual team wishes that you could get a glimpse of how this person's life was before meeting you versus after, because it's a huge difference. And the interesting thing about this energy is that when you have that type of beautiful, radiant, magnetic type of personality, and you are connected to people or you're attached to people, whether this be a family member, a friend, or a lover, you change their life in ways that they would never admit. Okay? And it's almost as if whoever this person is, they got so used to basking in your energy and basking in your light that they forgot that it was yours. So the removal of your energy was very sharp, collective. It brought this person to a really painful realization. And now this person is wishing that they behaved differently. Because removing your energy, removing your love, removing your attention, it really, really held up a mirror, okay? But on an even deeper level, I'm just getting this energy of this person realizing that whatever they did to you, you did not deserve it. And the way your energy is coming through, it just feels like you are a very, very resourceful person. You come into people's lives and you make it better. I feel like someone is realizing that about you, but they also feel like it's too late. And because you have such a beautiful heart, a beautiful energy, a beautiful spirit, it feels like this is their spiritual consequence. This person's conscience is eating them alive because whatever they did to you, collective, you did not deserve it, and they know that. And it's almost as if God is like putting that in their face every single day. So they may genuinely feel like the only way for them to clear this energy is for them to speak to you. It's for them to have a very, very direct conversation, reach out to you, maybe meet up with you. Okay, it's almost like they feel like your energy is what's going to solve this, or what's going to, take away this heaviness that they feel in their spirit. So I don't know if you're open to this, collective, if this is someone that you want to speak to, but they're definitely coming towards you. And I feel like your guides have been sending you little signs. You may be seeing things that are stopping you in your tracks, or seeing things that remind you of this person. And maybe you're thinking about them randomly. Okay? It's almost like because their energy can't get to you physically, they're sending you things from the spiritual realm in a way that may catch your attention or open you up to their energy in a sense. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is groupthink. Anytime this energy comes out, it is very, very heavy. But I know that I'm reading for someone who has a really, really powerful presence. Okay, you may have very, very strong Pluto placements. You may have really strong Scorpio placements. There's something about your presence, collective, that people either love or they hate. And it's because you have the type of energy that is a tad bit intimidating. But this card here, it just adds another layer to all of this. This was not just something that this person did to you. I'm getting that there was a group, okay? So you may not even have all the details of what happened with this person or how many people were involved with this. And I feel like that was intentional. I feel like God wanted to protect you from so much energy being projected your way. But this is definitely a group. So if this is a family member, this could be multiple people in your family. Maybe you have a family that has, cliques of people or different groups of people. If this is a workplace, same type of energy. But if this is attached to a lover, this could be speaking about their family. There's someone at the center of this group who their energy is coming through like they're the ringleader or they're the mouthpiece. And this person has very, very strong feelings about you or opinions about you, collective. And it has infected this entire group. I feel like it infected the person that wants to speak to you. And this is pretty sad. This is why this person wants to come towards you with this really, really light energy. And I always say, anytime someone comes back around in your life, it's usually because they have new information. But for this person, it's even more intense because they feel like whatever they did to you is affecting their everyday life. Okay? But if you're really curious about, the center of this energy, this is pointing to a person who may be very, very weak minded, or they were put in a position where they were weak minded, or they really lack the ability to think for themselves. So, because there was one person in this group that felt some kind of way about you, collective, it infected this whole group. And side note, this is how you know that you are powerful. Because the way your energy is coming through, it's almost as if you don't know how your presence affects people. You may not even be aware that you are extremely intimidating, or you just have this very powerful magnetism. Maybe you look people in the eyes and they feel like you're just looking directly into their soul. This is the type of energy that I'm tapping into. And because you intimidated one person, or one person felt afraid of your power, it's almost like they begin to plant little seeds. But whoever this main person is that's connected to you, collective, I feel like this person knew better. This person knew you behind the way that you present. So for them to follow this group, or for them to allow someone else's opinion to affect the way that you showed up in their life or how they viewed you, it's really, really eating at their conscious. Okay? It's literally eating them alive. So this is the kind of energy that you were dealing with, okay? But this is also why you were shielded from this. I feel like all of this may be news to you. You may not even know how deep this goes, or why this person switched up, or why this person's energy may have been a little bit off to you. This is why there's multiple people involved here. And I feel like you picked up on that, okay, without even having all the information. It's almost like you could feel that something about this person, or maybe the company that they keep, was just spiritually off. So maybe you pulled back at the perfect time, but this is showing up right now because your spiritual team wants you to be aware of what's coming towards you, okay? It's not only this person that you need to be aware of. You also need to be aware of what they are attached to. For some reason, that's sticking out here, okay? Let's get the next message here. Confirmation. The next message that we have is, I always get what I want. This is about your level of confidence, okay? And you know what? This energy is so interesting because I feel like whoever this person is, whether this was a family member, a friend, a colleague, a lover, I feel like this is a quality about you that this person really, really loved. But because you rubbed someone else the wrong way, because someone else in their family, in their friend group, because these people did not know how to digest your energy, they really, really projected a lot of this energy to you. I feel like this story is very, very layered, okay? Whoever you and this person is, I feel like there's something that you were here to create. This could be a very, very powerful connection. Maybe you felt like this was like a soulmate type of friend. This could have been a colleague that you really, really were close to out of everybody, in the vicinity. There's something about the both of your energies together that really, really rubbed people the wrong way, or it made them feel intimidated. You have the type of confidence, collective, where you have to be extremely careful with who you attach yourself to. Because I'm getting very clearly, this is how you go through life. This is how you navigate your life, with this mindset of you always get what you want. So the way that you walk into rooms, the way that you agree to things, the way that you disagree with things, it has a very, very powerful energy signature. People always look at you and believe that you are in a state of surplus energetically. So whether you know it or not, you have a very ambitious energy, and you carry it very, very well. It's almost like without even realizing it, you have offended somebody's entire life just by simply existing, okay? There's something that you're doing that makes people view you as a threat because it makes them feel small, okay? So this is really, really interesting. This could be tied to this actual person that wants to come back into your life and they want to apologize. It really feels like they let someone get into their head about you, okay? So whoever this energy is attached to, they're being shown the truth about you. Maybe there's something about you that's coming to the light during this time, especially while we're in this eclipse season. Because this eclipse season really strips away anything that's inauthentic. You know, it makes us kind of face the truth in a way that we weren't able to before. So this energy is really, really working in your favor, collective. For some of you, I'm getting, you don't even know how deep this goes, okay? A lot of people were subconsciously using you, your life, your energy, your magnetism as a measuring stick. And I'm getting both feminine and masculine energy. If this was a feminine energy, this could definitely be someone who's very covert, okay? They may smile in your face while secretly sending you negative energy or having like disdain for you. If this is a masculine energy that you're dealing with, I feel like this is more overt because of their ego, okay? They can't really hide how they feel. So if you're resonating with this message, it's almost like your guides want you to continue to embody this energy, okay? To continue to walk into the rooms like you know that God sent you there. To continue to bask in your very, very powerful personality, especially if you have those, you know, Scorpio or prominent Pluto placements, because it's exposing who's really around you, how people really, really feel about you. And you're just existing, okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message that we have is spiritual cleansing. Whoever you are, you may be someone who has a really, really tight-knit spiritual practice. It feels like you did some type of cleansing. Maybe you did a spiritual bath. Maybe you set an intention. For some of you, you did some type of cord cutting. And I feel like this is why this energy is going to be so shocking, because the minute that you did that, you sent a very, very powerful energetic message to a lot of people. And what's so interesting about this is that anytime you do any type of spiritual cleansing and you completely cleanse your aura and you step out anew, whoever reaches out to you in those upcoming days, weeks, or months, you can guarantee that those were the people who were clinging to your energy, who could have been projecting onto you. This is what this feels like, okay? But whoever this person is, I don't feel any heaviness coming through with their aura. This is someone who's going to come back very, very apologetic, because they know now that whatever they did to you, whether this was something that they said to you, collective, for some of you, you could have been ghosted by this person. I'm even picking up on heavy themes of betrayal, okay? Eclipse energy is very, very heavy. But this is definitely someone who wants a fresh start with you. And this person's energy is only coming through so strong because of the type of bond that you had. This could be someone that you had a lot of love for. Someone that you never really thought you would have to remove from your space. It honestly feels like, collective, you could be mourning someone who's still alive. Okay? Wow. And what makes this particular situation so interesting or so tricky is because you did not have all the details. Now your spiritual team is giving you all the details. They're letting you know how layered this situation really is. It wasn't just this one person that you were connected to, this family member, this lover, or this friend. There were multiple energies that were being projected at you, but it was coming through this one person. But I feel like that's a major confirmation for you, okay? It's almost like the minute that you got that energy off of you, this person wants to come back. They could feel the energetic disconnect, or they can feel you severing that cord. So you're heavily protected in the spiritual realm, because even if this person was completely unconscious of what was happening or how deep this really went, they still are paying for what they did to you, okay? And it feels like their karma is both not being able to have access to you and also just having this really, really guilty conscience around this entire situation. Because the way it's coming through is almost like you were removed from the situation, but now they're sitting around people who projected onto you for no reason, or who planted seeds about you. And they're realizing that you were the authentic energy, you were the light energy, you were the beautiful energy, and these people were the negative energy. Okay, so huge plot twist on both ends. But a spiritual cleansing will do it every single time. The way that it works sometimes, it's almost scary. The minute that you say that prayer to either have things be revealed to you, or you do some type of energy cleansing or a spiritual bath just to cleanse and cloak your energy, like clockwork, the people who reach out to you or kind of start grasping for your energy, those are usually the people who've been either projecting, sending you something negative, or just really, really throwing off your energetic field. Okay, let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is, I do anything for you. Yeah, this is someone who's coming back for a very, very specific spot in your life, collective. And your spiritual team wants you to know that this person is not coming in empty-handed, okay? I feel like this is someone that genuinely cares about you, but for some reason, they allowed other people to plant seeds about you. But I also feel like because of this situation, you just see them different, okay? It's almost like this person knows that in order for them to get close to you, in order for you to even consider their apology, or for you to even open up your energy to them, they have to take full accountability of everything that happened. So this is why your guides are letting you know what went on behind the scenes. This is a confirmation for you. For some of you, you've already been feeling that there were many, many moving parts to this situation. This is to affirm you in that. Because this person is going to come in, and they're going to come in with an offering. They may even try to offer you something that you cannot refuse. Because until they do, their conscience is going to continuously eat them alive. Imagine how they feel, betraying or ghosting or walking away from a person who was actually genuine, and then being left in the company of people who pushed that person away or who planted seeds to remove that energy, the energy that was God sent. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on here. So this is someone that is willing to go to great lengths just to have access to you. This is how powerful your presence is in this person's life, whether you know it or not. But I feel like they're going to make it known to you, okay? So while we're under this energy of this lunar eclipse, also with this Mercury retrograde energy, I feel like there's going to be a lot of plot twists, okay? There's something happening collectively where those of you who are extremely raw, extremely authentic, you just have this very, very powerful presence. You're going to notice that people are grasping for that. It's almost like without you even having to say anything or open your mouth, your true character is being revealed. And people know what it feels like to have access to something so real and so authentic, and then to have it taken away. So again, I don't know if this is something that you're open to, if you're open to reconcile with this person, but they are coming back towards you. Because even though this may be hidden from you, collective, until they come and they make this right, whether this be an apology, whether this be them offering you some type of truth, this is someone that feels like they are paying for what they did to you every single day. Okay, they cannot stop thinking about you. For some of them, you're entering their dream state. This is a very, very heavy energy. So if you notice that you're receiving signs, if you see a lot of feathers, if you hear this person's name, if people randomly just bring this person up to you, they're coming closer and closer to your energetic field. But your guides definitely wanted you to kind of put the pieces together before you speak to this person, so that you can make an informed decision on how you want to move forward with them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to Patreon just to get more information on this person and also what is their next move towards you. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.